Picture this. You're lost in a book, completely trusting the voice guiding you through the story, until boom, the rug gets pulled out from under you. The narrator you've been following? They've been lying, hiding the truth, or maybe they don't even know it themselves. Welcome to the wild world of unreliable narrators, the literary tricksters who make us question everything. Today, we're diving deep into why these deceptive storytellers are so powerful, how they've shaped some of the greatest books ever written, and what they reveal about truth, trust, and the human mind. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be spotting unreliable narrators everywhere and loving every second of it. From Great Gatsby's rose-tinted dreams to Amy Dunne's chilling manipulations, unreliable narrators don't just tell stories. They turn reading into a game of trust and deception. Why are we so obsessed with them? Let's unravel the mystery step by step. So what exactly is an unreliable narrator? At its core, it's a storyteller, first person or otherwise, whose account of events you can't fully trust. Maybe they're lying on purpose, like Kaiser Soze in The Usual, Suspects, or Amy Dunne in Gillian, Flynn's Gone Girl. Maybe they're delusional, like Humbert Humbert in Vladimir Nabokov's Lolita. Or maybe they're just limited in their perspective, like Pip in Charles Dickens' Great Expectations, who narrates his life as a naive young boy. The beauty of these narrators is that they force you, the reader, to piece together the truth. Unreliable narrators hook us because they turn reading into a detective game. Adwani Desait, study from the University of Chicago, found that stories with ambiguous narrators increase reader engagement by 20%. Because we love solving puzzles. Think about Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. No spoilers, but if you know, you know. The narrator's fractured mind keeps you guessing, flipping back pages to catch clues you missed. It's like being a literary Sherlock Holmes. Now, let's explore why authors use unreliable narrators. First, they mirror real life. People are unreliable all the time. Think about how you might exaggerate a story to impress a friend or hide a detail to avoid judgment. In The Great Gatsby, F. Scott Fitzgerald uses Nick Carraway to show how bias shapes our view of the world. Nick claims he's one of the few honest people he knows, but his obsession with Gatsby clouds his judgment. Is he really as neutral as he seems? Fitzgerald's genius is making us question Nick's version of the story while we're dazzled by Gatsby's dream. Second, unreliable narrators force us to think critically about truth and perspective. Take Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. The story is told through Lockwood, a clueless outsider, and Nellie Dean, a servant with her own biases. Their conflicting accounts of Heathcliff and Cathy's love story make us question who's right. Bronte uses this to explore themes of passion, revenge, and class, turning us into active readers piecing together the real story. Third, they're a masterclass in suspense. Unreliable narrators create twists that keep us hooked. In Gone Girl, Gillian Flynn flips the narrative halfway through, revealing truths that make your jaw drop. The book sold over 15 million copies worldwide, and that twist is a big reason why. Or consider Shutter Island by Dennis Lehane, where the narrator's reality unravels in a way that leaves you questioning everything. These twists aren't just cheap thrills. They make us rethink the entire story. But it's not just modern books. Unreliable narrators have been around for centuries. Take the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer, written in the 14th century. Each pilgrim tells a story, but their biases, whether it's the wife of Bath's bold, feminism, or the pardoner's hypocrisy, color their tales. Chaucer used this to poke fun at human flaws, showing that unreliable narrators are timeless. So, why do unreliable narrators matter today? They teach us to question narratives, not just in books, but in life. In an age of social media where everyone curates their own story, we're surrounded by unreliable narrators. That Instagram influencer, that politician's speech, they're all crafting a version of the truth. Books like Lolita or The Catcher in the Rye train us to spot bias and dig deeper. For example, Holden Caulfield's rants about phonies in J.D. Salinger's novel reflect his own insecurities, not just the world around him. It's a reminder to look beyond the surface. Plus, unreliable narrators are just plain fun. They keep us on our toes, make us laugh, gasp, or even yell at the page. According to a 2023 survey by Book Riot, 68% of readers say they love books with plot twists, driven by unreliable narrators. Whether it's the slow burn reveal in My Sister, The Serial Killer by Oyin Khan, Braithwaite, or The Mind-Bending Layers of Life of Pi by Yann Martel. These stories stick with us because they challenge our assumptions. Let's talk about one more example. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. The unnamed narrator's insecurity and obsession with her. Husband's first wife make her an unreliable lens. Is Rebecca really the villain she seems? Or is the narrator's jealousy distorting the truth? Du Maurier uses this to explore identity and power, keeping readers hooked since the book's release in 1938, with over 2 million copies sold. The power of unreliable narrators lies in their ability to make us active participants. They don't just tell us a story, they challenge us to question it, to hunt for the truth, and to reflect on our own biases. That's why they've been a literary staple for centuries, from Chaucer to Flynn, and why they'll keep captivating us for centuries to come. So, the next time you crack open a novel, ask yourself, can I trust this narrator? The answer might just change how you see the story and the world. What's your favorite unreliable narrator? Maybe it's Holden Caulfield's angsty rants, Amy Dunne's calculated lies, or someone totally unexpected. If you love this deep dive, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell for more literary breakdowns every week.